Hello everybody and welcome back to another DarthWookie Minecraft video. I am going to do a caving episode today, and we're going to do a little bit of talking too. Not so much commentating like I did last mining episode, but I kind of have a couple topics or ideas I want to talk about just to get out there. So we're in the cave here, and we found, well, there's some caves down here at the end. So now that we have some better gear and some enchanted things, I feel like this is going to be a lot easier and a little more entertaining. First topic is just kind of how this series is going, and some things I've found out about it, some things I want to change, some things I like how they're going. I think I have been trying to record quite a bit, because if I get new viewers or something like that, I want them to have content to watch, or like to catch up on, to be entertained with. Like, I don't want them to start watching my channel, have 2 videos, and then, you know, that's it. And then they're not interested in subscribing or coming back to watch more videos. So that's kind of the reason that I've been on, like, a mad dash to get a ton of videos out. So I've been trying to do them kind of quickly. I'm still trying to put a lot of effort and time, like, editing and stuff into each video. It's just... like, oh, and I'm gonna have to go back and grab some wood. Crap. Well, we'll keep going here for a little bit first. It's just, these videos are pretty time consuming, and I think I've mentioned this in maybe like my first episode. I do have a full-time job, where I work 40 hours a week. So this is basically just, you know, me doing this for fun and doing it on my own time. And I spend a lot of my weekends with family and friends, and, you know, that's like my downtime from work. So I don't always have time to record on the weekends, so it's mostly just during the week. So I'm really limited, kind of on time, just because I work so much, and then I want to do this. So it's been kind of hectic. Maybe like the last, I don't know, I think it's been about 2 weeks since I posted my first video, and I think everything's going pretty well. I've gotten some okay feedback. I actually have a few friends that I know in real life that are interested in these kind of videos and have watched some parts of them just to give me some feedback, and so that's been really great. But yeah, so in the future, if I start getting a little more stable of a base of viewers, I might slow down on how much I'm posting, like not like one video a day kind of thing, or not like one video a week. I'll probably still try to do like at least 2 or 3 videos a week. It's just like right now I'm doing that, or even more. I think it might be like 4 or 5 videos a week. Just because I'm trying to have a good, you know, base of videos set up for new viewers, or, you know, if you like the series and, you know, you kind of like the way that I do my videos, that you have content you can go back and watch again. So I hope that kind of explains that. Like a little bit of how I see this channel working, and I would really love to have a lot of subscribers and viewers, although that's not the most important thing to me. Like I mentioned in a previous episode, you know, I am really just interested if there's, you know, one person, or like, you know, 10 people or 100 people that really enjoy my videos and it makes their day better, then to me that's successful. I mean, I would love to have this as like a full-time job, but I definitely don't see that happening. So that's not like where I plan on going with this. Although, you know, if it comes to that, I'm not even sure what I would do at that point. But I'll just say right off the bat, that's not like my only intention with how I'm, you know, starting to make videos and having a channel and stuff like that. That's not like my plan or like my end goal. I just, you know, kind of want to do it for fun. Have some fun with it. It's something different. It's something that I've wanted to do. And until you have that experience that you really want to do and you actually do it, you're never going to know what it's like. And for the longest time, I was really nervous about posting videos. And like I have had this computer and this setup for a while. I was just really nervous about, like, you know, maybe the videos aren't going to be as entertaining as, you know, I'd imagined them to be, or maybe I'm not going to get as many views and it's kind of just going to be a bust. But until you actually start, you know, doing that thing that you're nervous about, you're never going to know how it goes. And I mean, that could go for anything in life. Like maybe you want to try a new sport in school, but you're not sure how good you are, you know, compared to other people on the team. Well, it's like, yeah, some people might make fun of you because you're not as good as them, but it's like, until you try, you're never gonna know. And I would rather go, you know, the rest of my life just saying like, hey, there was something I was passionate about and I tried it and it didn't work out. And I would be much more okay with that than saying like, oh, I wish I'd always, you know, I always wish I'd done this, instead of just, you know, forgetting about it, moving on with my life. So I'm really happy that I've at least made it this far, and I am still really finding it, you know, as entertaining as I'd hope it would have been. It's as fun to do, and it's actually connected me back to a small part of me that I haven't really been in a while. I took a lot of audio and video editing classes in college, and I had a work study where I did that kind of work, and I really thought it was entertaining because, you know, you can spread awareness on something really important, like a cause or an organization on your campus or in your community, and I think it can do a lot of good for people. And so I'm glad that I've been part of those kind of projects, and I actually haven't kind of really done video editing or any of that kind of stuff. Is this a silverfish? Oh, it is. I forgot about that. Oops, there's more. They are red now. What is this? Oops, I don't have an axe there anymore. They are tough too. My goodness. Oh, okay, I heard another one. Where are they? But like I said, I've not really been editing or having any footage in a long time, and now, since I got back into making videos and having the software on my computer, I have volunteered for a lot more projects that are going to involve that, and they're the really good kind of projects too, you know, supporting, you know, young kids in my community, and you know, a gym that has that is doing a memorial for a really good cause. So I'm really happy about that kind of stuff too, and starting these videos has really gotten me back into that kind of that editing and video world that I've been out of for a little while, and so that's been really nice too. Another thing I want to talk about is just kind of what people's perceptions are of this channel, and I honestly, right now at this point, I do not have a lot of subscribers or viewers, and I'm okay with that. I haven't even, like, my intention is not to go to other people's pages and like post spam and say like, hey, come watch my videos, like they're really funny, blah blah blah. Like, I'm not gonna do that at all. if someone is looking for a new channel, then I would, you know, recommend that my subscribers and my friends share it. But I'm definitely not going to be posting spam on like forum message boards or any of that kind of stuff. I don't think that's the right way to do that. I'm also not going to ask anyone for like likes or any of that kind of stuff on my videos, just because like I know people do that not because they get more money on their channels, but because like they get higher rated, so it's more likely that someone's gonna see their channel as like a suggested one, and then that would lead to more subscribers and more views, which would technically be more money. But I don't really see the need for that either. I want you to like the videos if you like the videos, and I want you to comment just so I can get that feedback. Especially for being a new channel, this being the first time I'm doing it, I know, you know, nothing about, you know, a lot of this stuff. And I'm learning as I'm going, and I think I'm picking up a lot of it, but there could be also like a large portion of it that I'm missing. And so I'm a little worried about that, but so far I feel like every episode I've kind of learned a minor lesson where I was like, oh yeah, like I need to keep this in mind for the next time, you know, the next video I'm recording, or like, oh, I tried this time and I didn't think it worked as well as the last time, so let's try not to do that again unless I have to. And so I think like each video I'm somewhat getting better, except for there's like some videos where I'm really rushed, or like I lose some of the footage, so I'm not really sure what to do with the video or with the whole episode. I don't want to like just skip it and act like it didn't happen, and then you guys like see something completely different in a future episode, and you're like, oh, where did all that come from? Like, why didn't he show us that? So hopefully I'm gonna try and do everything on camera. I'll just like record again later, like at a later date, and say like, hey, I'm sorry I messed up, you know, I had footage of all this, but like the game crashed or something like that, you know, and so I can't really show you guys how I did all this, but this is what it looks like, this is my thoughts behind it, blah blah blah. So that's kind of I'll at least do that for you guys, because I want this to make the most sense to you guys, as much as it makes to me. And I am completely lost. I think that's a dead end. I think I need to go back this way. Yes. Well, that's a first. I knew where I was going. Okay, so there's the start. Here we go. We actually didn't dig that far, but we found another cave here. And we're gonna drop down into it here in a second. I think, looks like there's, yeah, I heard that lava that was over here. We're actually maybe gonna come over here a little further and try to go down. See if we can come out a little further down in the wall. Maybe not. I guess out here, that worked. Okay. There's the other guy I shot at. Oh, there's more emeralds. Sweet. Okay, let's explore some of this real quick. Oh my goodness, lots of redstone. Some lapis I think I saw over there. Maybe that was a diamond. Some gold down here. Let's see, what else do we need to talk about? So good news, I think I might, ooh, here's some diamonds. I'm going to work on either, I'm going to start another Minecraft series or another game series. I'm not sure yet which I will do. Probably, well, both, but I'm not sure which will come out first or which I'll start on first. And I think that's gonna kind of be at the point where this series will go to, you know, only a few times a week, and at that point I'm gonna have to structure you know, how I'm putting the videos out a little better, and I've been learning that along the way. So I found out really quickly it's really easy to record and get all the footage, and kind of for the quality I want the videos to be at, it takes a long time to go through and edit them, and that is kind of a problem because I can back up really quickly as far as like footage and trying to put videos out. So I learned that pretty quick, so I'm going to try and be a lot better about if I have videos that I need to get out. Alright, oh my goodness, this is the Redstone cave. My gosh, I don't think I've ever seen this much redstone all in one place like this. I thought it wasn't supposed to spawn like that. This is crazy. So I'm gonna try not back up as much with my footage and all of that, and I think that's gonna like really help me with having multiple series. I'll get the footage I need. I'll have a good schedule for getting things edited and put together and uploaded on time. And I think if I just have a good schedule for that and stick to it, then I shouldn't have too many problems with having, you know, multiple videos. Like maybe like once every now and then I might get behind on something if you know, something big comes up, you know, in my real life, or you know, there's a lot going on in a certain video game, and so I want to do more videos with that series. So I understand that schedules kind of have to be flexible, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But I just think having a good schedule to begin with would be really beneficial. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll try and do. I'll see how that goes, and I mean, that's not gonna be something like I'm starting right after this video. It's just something that I've been continuously trying to get figured out, and it's just gonna be something that should, you know, be more prevalent in the near future. Is all. It's not like I'm posting this video like right after I shot it, because I actually still have, I think, like another, maybe, I think I still have to edit one video right before this. So I'm already backing up on footage. Oops. But that episode's not too long, I don't think, and it's a building episode, so we should be able to get it put together pretty quick. So I don't think that would be too bad. So I think I might start to go back to talking about this. I think I'm going to start a multiplayer series with a really good friend of mine who plays video games that I went to college with. And so we're going to play a Minecraft series together, which I think will be a lot of fun. He has a really outgoing, funny personality, much like myself. So I think we will have a good time playing video games together, and it will provide some good content. I am also kind of going through my Steam library and, you know, the other games I have, and trying to decide what else would be an interesting game to have videos on. And I have a few different games in mind, but I haven't really narrowed it down to like, oh, I think this has got to be the best idea, you know, for what to make videos on. Most of the games that I own are actually because I saw them in a video, a group or an individual playing them. It was either sponsored or not sponsored, and it just looked like a fun, entertaining video game. And so I decided to try it out myself. So a lot of the games I know can yield themselves to being, you know, conducive for making videos for. So I'm not too worried about that. It's just which game do I see myself, you know, making a bunch of short videos on, or you know, having a long going series in. So that's more of the question I'm asking myself, is not like oh, can this, like, should I do it with this game? It's like, what game do I want to do it with? So if anyone has suggestions, or maybe there's like a new game that people are interested in seeing, that there isn't a lot of information about, I kind of have it narrowed down, but mostly just games I already own. But I do stay pretty up to date on games and like what's good and what's popular. So if I hear of another game or I know of another game, you know, it's probably going to be a while before I start this next series anyways. So there's a good chance that it might not be a game that I already own. It could be something completely new. So we'll just have to wait and see. And I need to cover this up, yeah, because that would not be good. Let's see. I'm going to keep picking all this stuff up. And ooh, that was pro. I think we're gonna end this episode here pretty quick. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been going. I'm gonna have to edit some stuff out just because I was tunneling through the middle of nowhere. We got quite a bit. We're gonna head back up to the cave, and we're going to put all the loot together and see kind of how good we did on this caving expedition. So I know we've gotten some emeralds, we've got a few diamonds. I wouldn't mind getting a few more diamonds now that we have a fortune pick. That'd be really sweet. And now that we have a farm, a XP farm, so that we could actually upgrade like everything to like diamond tools, because right now just because it's easier, I'm using iron, and we have a lot more iron. But speaking of what we're looking for, we found some more diamonds, which is great. I think I've kind of covered all the topics I was interested in talking about. Let me know if you guys thought this was more or less interesting than maybe like the last caving episode we did, which was, oh man, it was quite a while ago now that I think about it, or at least it feels like it. But that one, I did more of like a commentary of what I'm doing, you know, what I'm looking at, the mobs that I'm fighting, you know, which way we're going, what we're looking for, that kind of stuff. I like these kind of episodes because I am not really great at building yet, and so I kind of want to do some of that off camera so that I can go back and change my mind, or stop and look something up, or go back to creative and switch the design around a little bit before I build it. Ooh, and there's some more diamonds. Let's see. Oops. We're gonna have to grab those. I think since I'm kind of out of talking points, and I said this, oh my goodness, there's a lot of guys up here. Since I'm kind of out of talking points, and I said this was going to be a talking episode while caving, we might call it good here. I'm probably gonna keep doing some exploring off camera just so I don't have to find my way back here. Okay guys, we made it back from our caving expedition, our caving adventure, and oh my goodness, we have so much stuff. So most of the times when I see people showing their stuff, they're like, oh hey, I got all this, like, got all this, and I think that's what I did last caving episode, but that's kind of boring because, I mean, you just see it in a chest, but you don't see what that actually means. So we're gonna go ahead and try and do something interesting with all of this here. I don't know about the coal, and we don't need to do that with the iron. But for sure with these, and maybe we'll do a couple coal. I'm going to set these up kind of like in block form out here and mine them down together so we can see how much we got. And then in the future, I think maybe somewhere on this mountain or somewhere else, if we find a cool place, we'll set up kind of like a platform to do this. So we're just gonna kind of set these up like this.